All right, here we go. All right, so I have a degree in biology. I never used it. I've worked at banks, hedge funds, and I've never been a trader at those institutions, but I was always interested in trading, and I just kind of took it from there. I'm completely self-educated. I originally read the book The Market Wizards, and that's what got me interested. And then I answered an ad in a paper, actually, in Los Angeles, and this was for a Forex trading firm, and this was in the early days when you had to go into the office to actually trade. You couldn't do it online. You actually had, in the office, you had to go to a window where the woman would actually call in the order. So that's kind of how I got exposed to Forex, and Forex always made the most sense to me. Stocks a little bit too, but Forex was interesting, and that's why I stuck with it. As far as future developments, I'm really excited about biotechnology, especially things like heart math, where it can help you calm down your heart, get better coherence, and perform better. And other things like measuring your biomarkers and potentially having those filter out trading your trades, I think is really interesting. So what's most disruptive to the Forex industry? I think, like in any other industry, these brokers offshore that are pretty dodgy and you can lose your money, or people who say that they will invest your money and they don't do anything with it, and then when you try to take out your money, they charge you a huge fee, like 20% or something. I just got an email last week about that. So I think there's always going to be, the shady people out there, and that's going to disrupt. Technology obviously has gotten better, and this is good for the at-home independent trader because you have more access to high-powered technology. And with browser-based charts like TradingView, now you can just trade on a browser from anywhere in the world, and you don't even have to have Windows or a particular operating system in order to trade. And this makes it much easier for independent traders to automate systems and create their own systems. So I think technology has had a huge impact, especially for independent traders. It was actually a lot of experimentation. I think like with anything else that you learn on your own, you have to try different things, learn from different people, and just see what works. I use a countertrend strategy and a trend strategy, so I try to balance them out. I try to keep things as simple as possible. So I just use one basic structure for countertrend and one basic structure for trends. Okay, so if you're just getting started and you want to do coding, automated trading, stuff like that, that's a great place to go. However, I feel that unless you have a background in programming or coding or something like that, then I feel that most people would benefit first from learning how to trade manually. Then you can understand the concepts, you can understand the inner workings of how a strategy works. And then once you have a strategy that works, then you can start to automate parts of it. You don't have to make it a fully blown automated strategy, but you can set up indicator alerts, or you can automate the exit, automate the entry, stuff like that. So on the whole, I would recommend you learn how to trade manually first and then try to automate. Okay, so my trading lifestyle is I get up, I work on a couple of businesses that I have, namely my website and an e-commerce business that I have, and then I do some trading in the evening. And and those businesses can pretty much be run from anywhere within reason. So that's pretty much what my day looks like. I work, a lot because they're my own businesses, and they do take up a lot of time, but they're very rewarding, and I wouldn't have it any other way. The best part about the trading life is I'm in control of my time, and I can do what I want, I can go where I want, and I can still conduct business from anywhere that I'm at. Balancing the trading with the lifestyle can be a little bit difficult, especially when you're traveling, because you have time differences, you want to see people in those areas, right? And that can sometimes interfere with the trading or other businesses. So it really comes down to discipline and being disciplined enough to sit down, do the work when you have to, and then going out and doing what you want to. Yes, I travel. This year, how many trips have I gone on? I went to Costa Rica, I went to Sweden, I went to Estonia, Finland, and Hawaii. So I do a fair amount of traveling, and I'm able to stay at these places for sometimes as much as a month at a time, just because I can work from those areas. Okay, so finding a good coach might not be that easy. The best place to start, I believe, is to ask successful traders who they learned from, and that's a good way to get some referrals. But on top of that, you should consider your own trading personality. Do you like to trade? Do you like to swing trade? Do you like to day trade? Are you a scalper, or do you like longer term trading? Do you prefer aggressive trading versus more, not necessarily safe, but more conservative trading? And those are questions that you need to figure out about yourself before you can really go out and find a coach who will be a good match for you. So that obviously takes some work, a little bit of trial and error, but if you hire a couple of coaches, you start trading some strategies, you see what works, what doesn't, you'll slowly start to refine the process of finding a good coach, and that will help you in the long run. And on top of that, I think a good personality match is also really important. So if you find a coach that you match with personality-wise, you have similar temperaments, similar personalities, similar likes and interests, then that can be a good sign also that that person might be a good coach for you.